has taken time from their busy schedules to come over here. Why? Some might say to network. Some might say that they are here to expand their knowledge. And some might say that they are here because their company sent them to make a presentation. Let me be very clear why we are here. We are here to find out the future. We are here to understand what will be the future so that we can invest our resources into it. So today, I will present you the future and my proposition of how you can align yourself with it. Mark it up. A decentralized AI data living marketplace. The application that enables the creation of AI application. To understand the future, we just have to take a look around us. AI playing an important role in our life is the future. From self-driving cars to detection applications, from assistant applications like ChatGPT to recommendation algorithms that, like Netflix, that recommends you movies according to our likes and dislikes. From problem-solving tasks like AlphaGo to analysis tasks in healthcare that can detect and analyze human health condition and tell us if what is the body condition and what is if the body has some damaging or emergency requirement health status like cancer and treating it accordingly. It is evident that AI playing an important role in our life is the future. The industry recognizes this too, and that's why we're seeing news like Microsoft investing $10 billion into the creator of ChatGPT, that is OpenAI. Data labeling. So MarketDAO is a decentralized data labeling platform. What is data labeling? To understand data labeling, we must understand how an AI application is created. There are three main steps to create an AI application, generally. Number one, collect huge amounts of data. Number two, label that data. And number three, train the AI on that data. So let us take a use case of us, a study case of us creating an AI, artificial intelligent self-driving car. So according to step one, we will collect maybe 100 million images of streets. Now, the AI is not smart like us, unfortunately. Not smart yet. The AI does not know what is the road, what is the person, what is the traffic sign, what is the car, what is the objects and why it should take left or should it take right, should it stop, should it go ahead, should it increase its speed, it does not know. The data needs to be labeled. As you can see on the left hand side, each thing in the image has to be labeled so that the AI receives the context necessary to understand what is happening in the image. Data labeling is a human process and hundreds of millions of images have to be labeled to create one AI application. Now it's step three. After the data has been labeled, it has been trained, and after it is trained, it can perform automatically. Yeah. So now we have it. We have a self-driving car. Let us see how an AI, a self-driving AI, can perform when receiving well-labeled data. It performs pretty good. Labeled data is the prerequisite for any commercial AI application. Let's take an example, self-driving car or applications like ChatGPT. But in the case of ChatGPT, instead of labeling images, they label sentences because the AI does not know what the sentence is trying to say, what is the question, what does it want. So the sentence is labeled with the object, the person, the emotion behind it, what is the message behind it, and then the AI responds accordingly. It could be object detection, like detecting stuff, objects. And the fourth case could be health analysis, like detecting health conditions using CT scans. This is being utilized by healthcare hospitals and healthcare industry to detect various cancerous stages, like by CT scans. The AI can automatically detect what is happening. Now, let us see how an AI performs when it receives poorly labeled data. So, if the AI receives bad data, this is what can happen. Misdetects object. Is that a line? I don't think so. The second one, the family of four is being labeled as not an obstacle, and the AI is instructed to continue driving. This is what happens when AI receives low quality labeled data. And the third could be misdiagnosing patients. So suppose if the AI is not trained on well labeled data, it could misdiagnose patients. Someone who has cancer can be diagnosed as no cancer, and someone who has stage 4 killing cancer could be diagnosed as, yeah, free, you go, yeah, go. So data labeling is very important, and that is why various industrial applications spend millions of dollars, months of time just labeling their data. If AI is a rocket, labeled data is the fuel. Let us take an example of, again, ChatGPT. ChatGPT spent $300 million just on labeling their words, just on labeling their data. And the performance is extraordinary. So the key takeaways over here is number one, the quality of labeled data determines the performance of AI. It is like a human. If you eat good food, you would be healthy. If you eat junk food, you would perform not very good. You would be tired. You would say 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, stuff like that. This is wrong stuff. So AI should receive good, well-labeled data. And the other key takeaway is AI data labeling is a human-intensive process. It requires huge amounts of people to sit down and label it manually. It's a manual process. The current AI data labeling industry is valued at $10 billion estimation, and it is estimated to grow at a compounded annual growth rate of 27% every year. The industry right now, the data labeling industry right now is not able to keep up with the demand, the requirement of data labeling from the AI. There is a huge demand. Actually, a revolution is required, and the plea has been heard. Our team of professors and PhDs from CUHK, HKU, Stanford, financial advisors, ex-employees from Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan have come together to form Marketout. Our team has extremely rich expertise in AI and blockchain. You can see over here some examples of us releasing our papers, books, getting first and second prizes in world-rated competitions. These are the logos, which stand for Hong Kong University, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan. So Marketout is a platform, it's a decentralized data labeling platform that provides workers, users, a platform to come and label data for AI companies. And in return, AI companies provide them crypto or payments, economic remunerations, in terms of economic remunerations. The current Web2 data labeling industry has a lot of problems. The number one thing is, it is highly costly. There's huge demand, low supply, and centralized companies charge high commission fees of up to 40% to provide these services. Number two, the quality of labeled data, as I said, the quality of labeled data is very important. It determines the performance of AI. But the quality of labeled data provided by AI data labeling platforms right now is low. This is because they are self-supervised, and it's like you are the student and you are the teacher who's checking your exam. So you would rate yourself 100 on 100 when you don't even score 10 out of 100. The third is payment issue. This is an important one. Currently, our Web2 friends only use fiat. This restricts them because they are not able to access the worldwide labor force available to label data at a global scale. And the fourth is regional bias. This is also important because since our Web2 friends are restricted by fear, they are also restricted in terms of geographical location, and that allows them, disables them to provide huge amounts of diverse data, which causes regional bias. So we are here, the market of solution, the revolution. Now, MarketOut utilizes smart contracts to bring out the creator economy. We use smart contracts, use blockchain technology to reduce the AI data labeling cost. We use crypto payments to access a worldwide available talent pool that the current Web2 industry is not able to access, to decrease the AI data labeling cost of the company paid by the companies and increase the earnings by workers. This is the process of MarketOut. How is the data labeled? So let us look at step 0. Step 0 is when an AI or an AI publisher comes in with huge amounts of data which they want to get labeled. They come to the MarketOut platform and they give their data. It could be hundreds and millions of images. These millions of images are then segmented into assignments, with each assignment having 5 to 10 data items each. Now, step 1, a marker will come and look at the assignment. He will check if he wants to do the assignment, he will check what is the payment associated when completing the assignment, and he would then take on the assignment. He would fulfill it. Step 2 goes to quality inspection. So similar like a marker, a validator also chooses to become a validator for an assignment, and his job is to check the inefficiency of the marker, and if there is some problem or some the image or the data is not labeled properly, the validator will then label the data again. The third is Fisher. We use ML, AI and ML to highlight doubtful assignments and then give it to the Fisher, who then rechecks it. So it acts like a second layer of validation layer. And the fourth is delivery. After all of this, all the assignments are completed, millions and millions of images have been labeled, manually labeled. All of the results goes to the AI company, and then they check it. If it passes their quality check, they release the funding, and every worker associated with the entire life cycle of the data being labeled for that particular task is paid. Now let us discuss AI-assisted pre-labeling. This is our core technological evolution. If you can look at the GIF over there. Let's play the GIF. So this pre-labeling feature enables MarketOut workers to label data faster, earn more money, reduce the cost of data labeling for AI companies, and reduce the time involved in labeling huge data sets. In conclusion, by leveraging blockchain technology and developing our own AI pre-assisting tool, we decrease the cost associated with AI data labeling, increase the earnings earned by workers. This is our markup. Let's go quickly through this. It is intended to be the unit of payment and settlement in the platform. It is the governance token, marker DAO. A DAO means a governance token. And the third is equipped with ever insured protected staking mechanisms. For more information, you can look at our brochure, and you can check our website for our white paper, and there's an in-detail tokenomics section over there. Now, the MarketOut clients, the MarketOut publishers, can choose from different options of how to get their label data. There's two. First, they can go to the marketplace, or they can go access this premium service. This is our computer. Now, let's look at the first one. As I mentioned, currently the commission fee charged by data labeling platforms is super high. It's 40%. It goes up to 40%. But MarketOut ensures that the commission fee is low, around 5%. That's because of our smart contract enabled that. The second part is markers. So we enable a global workforce. As I said, right now there's a huge available working force in different parts of the world. But because our friends, our competitors, web competitors, only have access to fiat payment, they cannot access international workers, which in turn decreases their capacity for data labeling and increasing the cost paid by their data labelers. By using cryptocurrency as a payment of issue payment of settlement, we are able to access everyone who wants to become a worker, pay them. So the other part is AI pre-labels. So this is not available in any of our competitors. We are able to develop our own AI assisted pre-labeling and quality analysis because of our fantastic team. And the fourth is the market cap. Scale AI was valued at $7.3 billion in 2021. Apple is valued at $310 million, and we are early. So yeah, this is our roadmap. So we've already developed our MVP. We will be closing our seed round this quarter, and we'll be going live on mainnet by the end of this year. Our partners include two types of partners. So the first is clients, research institutes, research AI companies that want to label their data. And the second is companies that provide us with Web3 labels, the people who will label their data. This is the project summary. So basically, AI data labeling is a label-intensive task. We achieve success and we intend to bring a revolution in the AI data labeling by issuing crypto payments. Why are we able to do this? Why not anybody can do this? So there are three main reasons. Number one, our connections, our team's connections to the AI research industry and companies. The number two is our team itself. As mentioned, our team is consisted of experts from the industry. And the third is our technology, the AI assisted labeling and quality assurance. This is our core technological revolution. As mentioned, we've already developed our MVP. So we show a video of our MVP. You can get an idea of how workers can complete tasks, these micro tasks, and earn money.